Okay, what's really going on? Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Today, I'm going to be taking a look at XLM against USDT. We're going to be assessing some of these key technical aspects of price action moving forward. We're going to be looking for some of the pivotal areas of support and resistance I believe we're going to be interacting with in the very near future here. Let me know down in the comment section below if you're bullish, if you're bearish, do you trade, do you hold, or do you let the price action unfold? What are you doing with your bag? If you have one, have you been accumulating in these lows, buying these dips? Are you bullish on XLM? Do you think, the 60, 70, 80 cents level is ahead? Or are you bearish on price action? Do you believe this is just like a fake out upward significant resistance? We're going to plummet through all the support, head straight to zero, Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Now, jumping right into it. To kind of recap price action that has come from and then return to this ever so critical and pivotal 24-cent kind of key level there, in my opinion, has been kind of key support and moving forward. And we have price action plowing through it, interacting with significant resistance at 38 cents, sending it, price action plummeting back toward support found near previous resistance at 24 cents, bouncing off of kind of lower key level that is soon to be revealed, ultimately finding support above 24 cents, enough to plow through previous resistance at 38 cents, set some higher highs, and then return to previous what was resistance to confirm it as support. Simple kind of support and resistance breakout and retest kind of strategy in these kind of uptrend kind of moving forward, establishing higher highs, higher lows, looking very bullish up until the abrupt change in momentum on the dreaded 19th of May, sending price action plummeting through all that beautiful support that we had recently established down into this dreaded range of sideways, all the way down to 24 cents again. So now, new perspective comes into play when we were to consider EngineeringRobo, along with the Fibba Lamborghini lines of zucchinis and fettuccinis. We can see price action interacting with resistance just under the 0.382 Fibonacci line there, 32 cents, showing significant sell pressure all the way until what appears to be 28 cents. Seems to be a significant range that we will have to kind of plow through and establish as support moving forward. We will have to see what the significance is of this rejection, if that will send us back toward that key 24-cent level to find further support along it. We do have the buy for closing on the 22nd of July. Suggesting some very bullish buy pressure present in the short term here, giving us the potential support to kind of come down and retest that level and continue kind of upward. We do have the underside of that 200 daily moving average though waiting for us to slap us kind of back down to wherever we come from. So there definitely is a lot of kind of overhead resistance that we might have to break and then reestablish as support in the kind of previous examples interacting with these key levels. Now we do have price action below that 24-cent line is the 0.236 Fibonacci level at 21 cents as a key level that we have interaction with as resistance on the 17th of December of 2020. In addition to the 5th of January of 2021, we have price action experiencing sell pressure along the underside of this level, only to break it kind of like forward and then return to it kind of as support. So a very bullish bounce off of this very previous key level does seem very healthy to me in the uptrend long term. And this was a very kind of nice phase of accumulation downward necessary for XLM to perhaps find its way back up to these kind of euphoric highs that we came from. So ultimately, lots going on for XLM at the moment, currently interacting with resistance. In my opinion, we will just have to see how significant this rejection is, where this pullback leads to, and where support is found. We do have that buy for closing, suggesting some buy pressure. So I do believe we can get a little more bullish on XLM at this moment. But once we find where support is, that will confirm the kind of next immediate short-term trajectory. Lots going on for XLM against USDT. But if we swap over to XLM against Bitcoin, what do we have here? Brand new perspective kind of coming into play, in my opinion, a tad more bearish against the price action of Bitcoin, suggesting some potential downside against the volatility that Bitcoin might experience here. We are very close to the kind of like top of a very volatile range here. The 0.236 Fibonacci line at 656 Satoshi is going to be a very crucial level. We have to kind of like hold moving forward to establish this as like support again kind of thing. We do have price action coming down to this level under resistance found at the 753 Satoshi line there, interacting with that 656 as support for a period of weeks between the 11th of March of 2021 all the way to the 4th of April of this year. We have price action bouncing and finding support along this level. But in more recent price action, we do have a tad more bearish perspective coming into play. We have that sell 4 just after a buy 4. So there's definitely some hidden sell pressure present at the moment along this very kind of key level. We are still as well also below the 200 daily moving average. We got rejected off of what appears to be resistance found at the 0.382 Fibonacci line there. Significant sell pressure at 840 Satoshi. So there definitely might be some potential short-term downside momentum kind of in play here against the price of Bitcoin. So below the 0.236 Fibonacci line here is a very volatile and huge range all the way from the 656 level all the way down to, I do believe, support found around 387 Satoshi. The bottom of the Fibonacci range is 359 Satoshi, but this is a very volatile zone that we do have examples of price action entering and having some very volatile and bullish kind of spikes upward upon bouncing in somewhere within this range. We do have kind of examples between what appears to be the sort of like 20th of November of 2020. We have price action, finding support and exploding upward in a very volatile manner. We have price action on the 23rd of December of 2020 entering into this zone, printing the bottom of this Fibonacci range, finding support along this 388 Satoshi level, and coming back up in a very volatile manner. So price action within this range is going to be a definitely very volatile experience both up and down. We will have to see if we can hold somewhere within this range. Holding the 0.236 line will be far more bullish in the short term, and we can get more certain on the upside and potential bullish price action against Bitcoin. At the moment, we are looking tad bearish in my opinion. So lots going on for XLM against Bitcoin. We will have to see how these next few days unfold. Price action currently interacting with resistance on the USDT chart. Price action currently interacting with technically support against Bitcoin, although it appears support might be weakening here, and we could fall into a very volatile zone of slippage. So that's going on for XLM against Bitcoin. But if we switch to Bitcoin against USDT, what do we have here? Price action interacting with the underside of this 200 daily moving average. Significant sell pressure along this line here. Traders taking profit. There's definitely a very volatile recovery since this multi-month downside of consolidation toward this kind of 30K level here above kind of like 29K, 30K. We recovered through that price action in a matter of weeks. Had a very quick retracement off of significant sell pressure at this 0.618 Fibonacci line. Price action swinging above it suggested, weakening resistance at this level, which was very bullish in the kind of like longer perspective. But the sell pressure was still present, causing that much needed retracement in this kind of like very parabolic upward movement, bottoming out at this kind of critical 37K level. Price action, in my opinion, could have reached this 0.5 Fibonacci line at $34,300 per Bitcoin, and technically until support is confirmed above the 0.618 line. If we fall through it, my target is still going to be that 0.5 level. We could still see 34K before we see all-time highs. Again, that would not be impossible in my opinion. However, at the moment, looking less and less likely with the bullishness of Bitcoin. But there's definitely lots going on in the current state of this sideways price action. At the moment, we are in the middle of a breakout upward from this very critical range of sideways that we were kind of trapped in, and so holding above that would confirm this as a potential bottom, and we can get far more bullish on Bitcoin. But at the moment, we are interacting with resistance, where we'll have to see where we pull back to find support and see where we can hold. Overall, Bitcoin looking very bullish in my opinion. Overall, and in the long term, there's never a bad time to buy Bitcoin. There's only better times. This necessary downside, technical accumulation and consolidation downward is very healthy for the trend in the long term, in my opinion. We just came from a very bullish and euphoric current local all-time highs and a very parabolic run up to these levels. It's been a very bullish kind of like year and a bit leading up to where we are currently. Some pullbacks, some downside, some consolidation sideways. Is definitely necessary for anything in an uptrend. So thank you for hearing my analysis. Thank you for tuning in. Try EngineeringRobo free. Want the link in the description. Subscribe here on YouTube. Check out all the other social media down below. Let me know in the comment section. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? What are you doing with your bag? If you have one, if you've been buying these dips, are you accumulating in these lows, buying the breakouts, buying the retests? Are you bullish? All-time highs are around the corner. 6 figures. Or you bearish on price action. Is this like a bull trap? We're going to get rejected. 200 daily moving average, significant resistance. We're entering bear market. Head straight to zero. Let me know your thoughts on the direction of price action moving forward. Thank you for tuning in, and tune in for the next one.